Josh had always been a striver, a climber. He had scaled the corporate ladder with an ambition that impressed even the most seasoned executives. His life was a testament to hard work and dedication. A loving wife, 2 beautiful children, a spacious house in the suburbs. He had it all. Then the world shifted. The company he had poured his heart and soul into announced massive layoffs. His name, once synonymous with success, was now on a list alongside many others. The news hit him like a physical blow. His breath caught in his chest, and the world around him seemed to tilt on its axis. Panic set in. The comfortable life he had meticulously built over the years began to crumble. The mortgage loomed large, the children's education funds suddenly seemed precarious, and his wife's reassuring smile couldn't quite mask the fear in her eyes. The life he knew, the life he had so carefully constructed, was disintegrating. The days that followed were a blur of panicked job applications, disheartening rejections, and mounting bills. The weight of his responsibilities pressed down on him, threatening to suffocate him. Doubt crept in, whispering insidious thoughts in his ear. Had he been foolish to think he was immune to life's cruel turns? Weeks turned into months, and Josh's situation grew increasingly desperate. Savings dwindled, forcing them to make sacrifices they never imagined. The once overflowing refrigerator now held only the bare essentials. The laughter of his children, once a source of unadulterated joy, now pricked at his conscience, a constant reminder of his failure to provide. His wife Sarah took on extra shifts, her once vibrant spirit now dimmed by worry. He saw the toll it took on her, the exhaustion etched on her face, the way her smile no longer reached her eyes. It was a constant ache in his chest, a reminder of the burden he had placed upon her. He pounded the pavement, his resume clutched in his hand, his pride slowly eroding with each rejection. The interviews, once opportunities to showcase his skills and experience, now felt like tests he was destined to fail. He was trapped in a nightmare, a relentless cycle of hope and despair. Despondency became his constant companion, a shadow that followed him everywhere. He withdrew from his friends and family, ashamed of his inability to provide, his inability to be the man he always believed himself to be. The man who had once been so full of life now felt like an empty shell, adrift in a sea of uncertainty. Sleep offered no escape. Each night Josh found himself tormented by the same unsettling dream. He would be a young boy again, small and insignificant, trapped in a dark and suffocating space. He would hear whispers, faint and indistinct, but filled with a chilling malice. The whispers would grow louder, more insistent, swirling around him like a vortex of negativity. They spoke of failure, of missed opportunities, of a darkness that clung to him, a legacy passed down through generations. He would wake up in a cold sweat, his heart pounding in his chest, the echoes of the whispers lingering in the silence of his room. These weren't just nightmares. They were echoes of his family history, a history rife with hardship and unfulfilled potential. His father, a hard-working man broken by a lifetime of factory work and unfulfilled dreams, had often lamented their lot in life. "We're cursed," he would say, his voice heavy with resignation, "destined to struggle." Josh had always dismissed his father's words as the ramblings of a defeated man. But now, faced with his own struggles, he couldn't shake off the unsettling feeling that there might be some truth to them. Were they destined to repeat the sins of their fathers, trapped in an endless cycle of disappointment and despair? One night, the recurring dream took a dramatic turn. Instead of the suffocating darkness, Josh found himself in a barren wasteland, the ground beneath his feet cracked and dry. Towering above him was a colossal figure, shrouded in shadow, its features indistinguishable. The figure spoke, its voice a rumbling echo that seemed to shake the very foundation of his being. "You are bound to me," it boomed, "destined to follow in the footsteps of your forefathers." Failure is your inheritance, struggle your birthright. Fear threatened to consume Josh, yet a spark of defiance ignited within him. For the first time, he refused to be a passive observer in his own nightmare. "Who are you?" he demanded, his voice trembling but resolute. "I am the embodiment of generations past," the figure boomed, the weight of their unfulfilled dreams, their unrealized potential. "I am the curse that binds you." The words struck Josh like a physical blow, confirming his deepest fears. But amidst the despair, a flicker of hope emerged. He remembered his wife's unwavering faith, her quiet strength in the face of adversity. He thought of his children, their innocent eyes filled with an optimism he no longer felt. He would not let them inherit this legacy of despair. He would break free from this curse.